know I've been away from this for a bit. There's a reason. I kind of left it hanging on the last one. But the last one is really kind of where I have been dealing. I just want the right words for this. I've been dealing with a lot of depression. I have been. But truth is, depression isn't always about sad. Sometimes it's about anger, and sometimes it's about fear. It just ends in depression. One of the hardest things I've had to deal with, and it's surprising to me in a way because it's weird. It's like your mind, the logical mind, can draw a conclusion and say, well, that's pretty straightforward and simple. Except for your emotions. Your emotions are going to tell you a different thing. One of the hardest things I've had to deal with is accepting the simple fact that I'm attracted to men. And that so much of what I felt as a boy was me being attracted to boys. I have been attracted to guys my whole life. I even remember having thoughts like, all my friends talk about, hey, did you catch that actress in the movie? And I'm like going, I don't even remember what actress was in the movie. But I remember the guys that were in the movie. This has been me my whole life. And here I am, 56, almost 57, sitting, telling myself it is okay to be emotionally, mentally, and physically attracted to men. My thoughts are already saying, oh, but wait, you can't make yourself attracted to men. I'm not. But my feelings are screaming, saying, well, you're trying to make yourself gay. No, I'm not. I'm trying to accept what's always been there. This has been, I don't want to make it dramatically difficult, but not simple either. Damn, I know what I feel. And my brain, my mind, the patterns of thought scream, you're not allowed. You're not supposed to be. But after work today, I am definitely attracted to men. He'll probably never come back into work again, but he was cute, and he had what looked like an LGBTQ thing on, and I try to flirt, but damn, sometimes I just feel so inadequate in it. It's okay, I'm willing to try. I'm certainly not going to wake up tomorrow and say, well, it's too hard, I don't want to flirt with men anymore. No, I do. Anyways, I don't want this to be crazy, long, or even dimensionally difficult. I will say, just on a general note, I am currently now in the nomination process for a TED Talk. If it takes a while for anybody to ever get back to me, if they do, I will probably find another avenue to present that. I have been contemplating giving a live presentation on male sexual violence locally where I live. There are places, avenues, and venues to do that. And I suppose I'll just say it. I guess this is just kind of a, hey, I am here, and I am still around. Not next week, the week after next. My sister and I are going to drive down to South Carolina and probably see my mom for the last time. I've come to terms with it. I have. It's normal in life to lose your parents. It's just normal. It's what happens. We all will and do. And now I'm thinking, where are you going to go with that? I don't know. Maybe this is a, hey, it's been a while, and these are the things going through my head these days. I've gotten to the point now, just so anybody doesn't worry, when I get into those suicidal moments. And what it really is a very strong pattern of thought that sucks me into an idea, and then I focus on that idea, and I forget everything else that I have been thinking and experiencing. That's getting weaker too. It's funny because sometimes you have to get really close to something to realize it's not what you thought it was. And I'll say this to anybody, you don't even have to be dealing with a sexual violence trauma, but any trauma that has created patterns of fear within you. You have to go to the fear. Because if you don't, you will be forever living that barrier, the lie that keeps you from going to the fear. But if you tell yourself, I have to go to this fear, experience the fear in all its discomfort so that I can better understand it, you will come out of it better and further along than if you pussyfooted around it. No one said a good life had to feel good all the time. But I think those of us who have had to work very hard to get where we're at, I think in the end, we're going to find that our life was incredibly meaningful. And that nothing of it, even in all the pain, was worthless. None of it. Yeah, I'm going to try to avoid the emotion. Not because it's wrong. Simply because it's not necessary. All right, I can keep thinking and trying to find things to say, which I'm sure I could, but I'm getting at 10 minutes, and this is only meant for me to step back into this so that, I left it hanging, and I can't do that. And tonight it is actually well past midnight. We're pushing 1:30 already. But, all right. Thank you all for listening to this, the ramblings of a deranged man. And I want you all to truly have a good night or the rest of your day. And if you're going to bed, tell yourself that you're going to go to someplace very beautiful. And you're going to rest in that beauty, because all your problems can be solved later and will be solved better by allowing yourself to go to that place. Anyways, ramble. All right, y'all. Have a good night.